let's get ready to rumble. Is Attack on Titan too violent? And if so, where do we draw the line? From humanity's darkest days to the Survey Corps' bloodiest battles. We're diving into the heart of a controversy that has fans and critics alike divided. Let us delve into the world of Attack on Titan and explore whether its extreme violence is a necessary evil or just plain gratuitous. Hajime Isayama, the mastermind behind Attack on Titan, didn't just push boundaries. He shattered them with his visceral and unflinching portrayal of violence. But was it all just for shock value? Or did each drop of blood have a deeper purpose? Let's break it down. 1. The point of the gore. Before we can determine whether the violence in Attack on Titan is excessive, we must first understand its purpose. And there are 3 key points here. First, world building. By depicting Titans eating humans alive, Isayama immediately establishes the horror and hopelessness of the situation. There's no room for optimism when humanity's worst nightmare is a creature that devours people as casually as you or I might enjoy a snack. Second, thematic weight. The gratuitous violence mirrors the cruelty of war, such as the use of child soldiers and the massacre of civilians. This parallels real-world conflicts, forcing us to confront the darkness that lies within humanity's greatest battles. Third, character trauma. Characters like Eren witness unspeakable horrors that shape their psyche. This brutality becomes a driving force in their journey, influencing their decisions and relationships. For example, we see how Eren's rage and Levi's jadedness are products of the atrocities they've endured, so the violence isn't just there to shock us. It's a fundamental aspect of the story, shaping the world, driving the themes, and defining the characters to most disturbing scenes. Now, let's examine some of the most disturbing scenes from Attack on Titan and why they worked or didn't. Eren's Mom's death in Season 1 is a pivotal moment that sets the tone for the series. The brutal efficiency with which the Titan dispatches her sends a clear message about the merciless nature of their enemy. This scene establishes that no one is safe and raises the stakes for the entire human race. Similarly, the demise of the Levi squad in Season 2 is a gut-wrenching display of the Titans' relentless and the Survey Corps' vulnerability. It is a stark reminder of the grim reality they face and makes Levi's subsequent actions all the more impactful. On the other hand, Faye Yeager's death in Season 3 is a more debatable scene. While the graphic depiction of child violence serves to emphasize the brutality of the Titans, it also ventures into potentially exploitative territory. Some viewers might find this unnecessary, while others might argue that it is a crucial part of showcasing the horrors of war and its impact on innocence. Likewise, Rams's crushing in Season 4 is another controversial moment. While it effectively conveys Eren's guilt and despair, the scene could be seen as going overboard. The graphic imagery of a loved one being transformed into a Titan might be too much for some viewers to handle, even if it serves to highlight the gravity of the situation. 3. The double standard. Now, let's talk about the double standard surrounding the violence in Attack on Titan. Many argue that anime like Berserk, which depicts similar levels of violence and gore, is celebrated as a masterpiece, while Attack on Titan is labeled as edgy and excessive. This contradiction can be frustrating for fans of Attack on Titan, who argue that both shows deal with mature themes and deserve to be treated as serious pieces of art. It is important to note that the manga version of Attack on Titan contains even more graphic scenes than the anime adaptation. However, the anime does include its fair share of intense and disturbing moments. For instance, the best boy, Ymir, meets a gruesome end in season 4, having her body riddled with holes after being used as bait by the Marleyans. This scene, along with many others, could be interpreted as going too far, but it is precisely this willingness to push boundaries that has made Attack on Titan such a captivating and thought-provoking series. For did the violence lessen over time as the series progressed? Did Attack on Titan dial down on the gore and violence? The answer is not really. If anything, the violence evolves, shifting from body horror to war atrocities. In the earlier seasons, we see a heavy focus on the physical transformation of Titans and the crushing or biting of limbs as the story progresses. However, the violence shifts to large-scale bombings, the massacre of civilians and sniper heads. The final seasons of Attack on Titan retained the same level of brutality, but it's served with a side of war crimes instead of body horror. In conclusion, Attack on Titan is undeniably violent, but this is by design, not just for shock value. Each violent act serves a purpose, from establishing the terrifying world to driving the themes and shaping the characters. While some scenes might be considered too much, they contribute to a powerful and thought-provoking narrative. Ultimately, Attack on Titan dares to go where few stories venture, forcing us to confront the darkest aspects of humanity and the monsters we create, and that's why it's worth watching till the very end. Or maybe just skip to the last episode to save yourself some time. Well, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.